Facebook no longer allowing advertisers to target political beliefs, religion, sexual orientation, and I'm sure there are other things in there. Um,
Hmm.
I think it's crazy that they allowed it in the first place.
Yes, that's the reason I wanted to put this in here. I saw the title and I went, I mean, I'm in this space. I'm familiar enough with advertising and social media advertising and things. I was shocked when I saw that you could target on those things because surely that opens up to so many different levels of discrimination and, you know, abusing minorities or just taking advantage of people. It just seems absolutely insane to me. Ugh.
Yeah, I can't believe it. But again, this is just another reflection of how much information these companies have.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I think it's awesome that they removed it in the first, like, altogether. Um, but then again, I also wonder, as like we have access to the general advertising tools that Facebook provides, but I wonder how much of this would be reserved for sort of really higher tier customers of certain descriptions or ad spends. It sort of reminds me of the completely different, but the stock market. There's, as it turns out, there are systematic things in place that benefit the institutions that um, buy buy and trade stocks, right? Um, and it's stuff like if Kelsey is a company and Jermaine is an individual, Kelsey would get information 24 hours in advance that Jermaine has to get. Jermaine only gets a day later or a week later, and those are institutional, like systematic things that have been set up to work in that way,
Hmm.
which seems completely counterintuitive because that is clearly and that means that Kelsey Corp, who does billions of dollars in trade, hears in advance that this stock is going to go down and can sell that stock like before it reaches the retail market, and then Jermaine individual sees that 24 hours later, loses a bunch of money, you know, just destroys his life or whatever
Mm.
else it may be. So I wonder how much of this Facebook's going to reserve, and it'll be hidden away in in such a way that we won't know anything until something comes out saying, oh, as it turns out, Google could advertise through Facebook and get all this XYZ info, or a certain political party could get XYZ info because they've still got this information, and I'm 100% that they're synthesizing all this information in ways that they're not presenting to us. But at least they're minimizing the number of people who can use or target all these very very minute levels of detail that are just, yeah, scary.